We'll start at the top of our mat. Most of us have probably been sitting for a portion of our day, driving or sitting at a desk. So let's just begin today's practice at the top of your mat, just rooting through the soles of your feet, just finding mountain pose. So arms at your side, palms facing out, tuck the tailbone slightly forward. Draw the shoulders back, opening the heart space, crown reaching towards the sky. If it feels good here to close your eyes, you can, or you can soften your gaze towards something in your space or towards the earth. And just check in with the breath. Like we usually do as we arrive in Sukhasana or Shavasana, just beginning to come into our practice. This is another grounding posture. So just take a moment here. You can even, if you want to, place one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly, coming into the breath. Take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Exhale, release. And again, in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Okay, and just notice where the breath is. Notice how you're arriving in your practice. If it feels like you need to move a little, stay here and we will begin gentle movement in a moment. Yeah, go ahead and you can shift a little if you need to. Don't feel like you have to completely stand still. Find how you feel most supported in contact with the earth. Connect with the soles of your feet and just notice all those points of contact. See if you can maybe just lift the toes a little and drop them back down. Lift them up and drop them back down. And then just notice. How are you feeling today? As you begin your practice, as we wind down for the day. We're continuing our practice. You can drop the hands whenever you like, coming back into mountain. We're beginning our practice or continuing the practice of releasing anxiety and cultivating presence. This is our 4th week of this practice and working with our mantra and affirmation for the month. Our mantra is just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not worry. This is one of our Reiki principles we'll be working with for the next few months. Just for today, I will not worry. And as we begin here, just notice what that brings up. If there's some resistance, if you've been integrating this into your days, how has your relationship changed to this mantra over the past couple of weeks? Maybe there's a little less resistance, maybe more. Either is okay. So just take a moment here to notice. As you notice, maybe just rocking the hips side to side as we shift the weight from one foot to the other, side to side, beginning our gentle movement. Is there anything that you would like to let go of today from your day or from your week, from the month? This has been a really long January. Feels like 2 months in a couple of weeks. Maybe there's something that you'd like to let go of, just one worry, something that may be bringing some stress or anxiety to your life. Setting the intention here to release it, even if it's just one word. Let's bring the arms into it as you rock side to side, maybe lifting one foot. Just let the arms be heavy. And get a little bigger with your swing. Maybe bending down a little as we make those circles a little bigger. If you're maybe picking something up and throwing it, throwing that worry away. Gentle movement here. And we'll come back to mountain. Feet hip distance apart. Grounding through the soles of the feet. Roll the shoulders back. We'll do some heel drops. So we'll just lift the heels up and then just let them drop. Kind of like you're stomping with your heels. Inhaling up, drop the heels down. So you're having that kind of vibration through the body that can help release some of the tension, some of the emotions we may be holding on to. This can be as little or as big as you'd like. You want to come high up on the toes, you can. If it's just a little baby heel drop, that's okay too. And maybe just rocking. I lose my balance as I close my eyes. Maybe just rocking from the heels to the toes and dropping them back. And just alternating between those movements. If you feel a little off balance, find a drishti point, a point in front of you that you can draw your gaze towards. Help you focus your attention there. That can help drawing the navel in towards the spine, connecting with the core. 10 more seconds here. Okay. We'll bring our hands in front of us, palms facing down, and just tap the knees to the hands. We'll do 10 on each side, nice and slow. Toes flexed skyward. So we're activating the muscles in our legs. Inhaling as we draw the knee up, exhaling as we put it down. Three, two, last one on each side. And drop the hands, circle, sweep the arms up, reaching skyward, palms together. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees here. Drop the arms, and just come into this dangle posture. Feet are hip distance apart. We're rooting through the corners of our feet, through the heels, through the ball mount and the side under the pinky toe. Grab either elbow. Let the head hang heavy, or you can come to blocks if this isn't comfortable, if you need a little support here. We'll just let the spine decompress here. You can rock side to side gently if you'd like, swaying back and forth, letting stress roll off the shoulders, down towards the earth. Feel into the sensations in the back of the legs. Bring the booty down a little if it's too much of a Strain on the back of the legs, bend the knees a little more. And come back through center. We're going to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Push into the earth with the soles of your feet, slowly coming up. Head coming up last. Roll the shoulders back. Open the heart space. A little bit of shoulder movement here. Just roll the shoulders up towards the ears and down the back. Arms can relax. You can shake them out a little if you want. Up towards the ears and down the back. And the other way. Rolling them forward. Stretching through the back side of the shoulders. See if you can really feel the weight of the arms here. Let them be heavy. Just use the shoulders to draw the arms up and the weight of the arms to pull them down. A little bit of a somatic movement today. Last one. And we'll take it a little bit bigger on the right side, sweeping the arm up. You're scooping forward and down. Gaze can come towards that right shoulder as the arm comes around and following the fingertips. Left arm hangs heavy. Right arm scoops forward. Loosening up our shoulders. Releasing anything we're carrying around with us from the day or from the week. Opposite direction, scooping up and sending the arm back. Palm faces skyward as we come up. And as you reach the top, turning the palm towards the earth, downwards. Three more. Two. Last one. Take the arms out. Jump around a little if you want. Shake it all out. And then go into the other side. Reaffirm your connection here. Rooting through the soles of the feet. Taking that left arm up, circling up. Exhaling, coming around. Inhaling through the front. Exhale, palm down towards the earth. Scooping up on the inhale. Exhale, pressing down. Opposite direction. Bringing the arm back. Pulling up, scooping up. And then pressing down. Palm facing up as if you're scooping up from behind you. Exhaling, throwing it down. 3 more. 2. Last one. Arms at the sides, coming back into mountain. Feet hip distance apart, tailbone towards the earth, heart center forward, shoulders back, palms facing out. Crown reaching skywards. Just connect back with the breath here. Follow the breath from the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. Exhaling, grounding down. Inhaling, drawing energy from the earth. Bringing our affirmation, I am grounded, present, and free of worry. I am grounded, present, and free of worry. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up, hands together. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, and we'll step back, finding tabletop in whatever way works for you. Bring your blanket to your mat, cushioning the knees, a little support here. Knees stacked under the hips, or wrists under the shoulders. Tops of the feet pressed into the mat, pressing through the palms of the hands and the fingertips. Inhale, drop the belly coming into cat-cows. Tailbone rises, gaze comes forward. Exhale, press into the hands, rounding the spine, tuck the tailbone for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, shoulder blades together, opening the heart space. Tailbone rises. Exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine, supporting our core here. We press into the earth, releasing. Inhale, keep that engagement with the navel as you drop the belly. Nice and slow. Gaze comes skyward. Belly drops. Heart space forward. Exhale, round through the back of the heart center. Keep that engagement. Move through these at your own pace with your breath. Just connecting the movement with the breath here. And then you can take some free-flowing movement here, letting go of that engagement, maybe circling through the hips, through the shoulders, and let the head hang heavy here if you'd like for a moment, and maybe just nod the head yes to something you're saying yes to, and shake the head gently side to side, something you're saying no to, no more, and letting it go. And take the next minute here just to feel into the edges of the body. connecting a little deeper. And we'll come back through tabletop. Reach the right foot back, tucking the toes. We'll just sending the hips back, stretching through the back of that leg. And we'll shift our weight to our left hand. Swing that left leg back, opening up, coming into the edge of the foot, pressing through the right foot into the earth. And then we'll just open up, drawing that left arm up, reaching skyward. Gaze can come towards the fingertips or down towards the mat if you need to, if that feels a little more stable for you. Breathe here, opening up as we reach. Inhale, bringing that arm towards the ear, reaching forward, just stretching a little deeper into the side. Rotate back down, placing that right hand on the mat, swinging that leg back in, and coming back through tabletop. Opposite side, left foot comes back, tuck the toes, send the hips back, stretching through that leg. And shift the weight forward, coming into that left hand or right hand, right knee, swinging open, pressing through the left foot, opening up, fingertips skyward. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, left bicep to the left ear, reaching forward, stretching through the side body. Plant the left hand, rotating back through. Bringing the big toes together, knees towards the edges of the mat. Send the hips back, coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Hips sink down towards the heels. Walking the hands out, lifting through the rib cage, lengthening and bring the body towards the earth. Forehead can come towards the mat. We'll take about 30 seconds here. Just breathe, coming off the wrist. Open the heart space towards the earth, letting go of anything weighing heavy on you here, anything not serving you. Gaze comes towards the fingertips. Walk the hands back, slowly coming up and finding tabletop. Come into pigeon. So we'll bring the right knee towards the right wrist and flip that leg open a little, bending the left leg back, coming down, hips down towards the earth. You can place a block or a folded up blanket or towel underneath that right hip. You can stay up on the hands or you can come to the forearms. You can bring a bolster, something for support here. That's helpful. We'll just take about a minute here. Allow that right hip to kind of release. Feel into any sensations here. A sense of ease, tightness, whatever it is. Finding a moment of stillness. And walk the hands back. Release the block to the side. Come back through tabletop. Just take a couple of cat cows here before moving into the opposite side. And take any movement here that feels good to release that pose. Maybe you want to lengthen the leg out, stretch that way. Asking yourself what you need today, what you need in your practice in this moment. And when you're ready, moving into the opposite side. Coming through tabletop, draw the left knee towards the left wrist. Flip that leg open, bringing the ankle towards the front, lowering down as we send the right leg back, placing a block here. Any props that you need may be different on this side. Just notice that, no judgment. Wherever you want to be, take a minute, not a full minute, a couple of seconds here to settle in. And then we'll take our minute and pigeon. Let that left hip rest and open. Notice your jaw. If you tend to tighten your jaw in these hip opening postures, if you can relax the jaw a little, the hips might shift, might open a little more. Just notice that relationship. Walk the hands back. Release your prop. Take any movement that you like here. Feels good to the hip. Maybe a brief child's pose. Maybe stretching. We'll come into a seated position. Sukhasana, easy seated pose. And just make sure your sit bones are rooted towards the earth. You may need to move some fleshy parts out of the way. Connect with your hips, the base of your spine, resting the hands on the knees, crown reaching towards the sky. Let the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Shoulder blades together, opening the heart space. Reconnect with that intention that you set for your practice today. The one thing maybe that you're letting go of during your practice. Come back to the breath. We'll begin some dynamic twists here. Inhaling, drawing the arms up, fingertips reaching. Exhaling, opening up to the right side. Left hand towards the right knee, right hand towards the earth. Inhaling back through center, lengthening as we lift. Exhaling, releasing, opening to the left side, right hand to the left knee, left hand to the earth. Inhaling back through center and to the right. Move through these at your own pace. Really connect with the breath here, with the balance that this creates. Moving from side to side, creating space in the body, space in the spine to move energy that we no longer need. Last one on each side. Really lengthen as you come through center. Draw the navel in as you exhale, opening to each side. Come all the way back through center. Bring the soles of the feet together, coming into butterfly. You can place the hands on the ankles or on the feet, maybe massaging the feet, the soles of the feet a little, just giving them a little love. Lengthening through the spine, opening the heart space. If you'd like to place blocks under the knees or under the hips, or not under the hips all the way, but under the thighs for support, you can. And then we'll walk the hands out and just let the spine round here and let the head hang heavy. Any remaining tension from the shoulders, just rolling down the back into the earth. Inhale, walk the hands back, slowly coming up. We'll make our way to our back on the mat. And you can leave the blanket or towel there that was supporting your knees if you like. Sometimes it feels nice to have that little bit of cushion on the lower back. We'll start with the knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Let's just take a couple of moments here to do some windshield wiper motions with the knees back and forth. Just a little bit of movement here, massaging the lower back. And we'll draw the knees in towards the body, giving a little squeeze and a little rock side to side. And then pausing in the center. We'll bring the knees stacked over the hips and the feet flex towards the body. So you kind of have this 90-degree angle. Feet are pressing kind of towards that back wall wherever you are. We'll do a little bit of deep core movement here just to build some strength internally. So what we'll do is we can place the hands down onto the earth for support, tuck the shoulders underneath, tilt the tailbone a little skyward here. So the lower back feels supported here with that blanket or just on the mat. And then we're just going to drop one heel at a time. Keep the toes flexed, exhaling, slowly lowering down one heel at a time. Right heel down, inhaling, coming right back up into that same position. Exhaling, left heel down, tap the mat. Inhaling all the way up, draw the navel in towards the spine for support and engagement. Exhale, left heel down. Inhale, draw it back up. We'll do these for 1 minute at your own pace. The slower you go, the more engagement there is. Notice where you feel that engagement, where you feel that edge, that burn, heat starting to build. Gentle little movement doesn't feel like much until you start doing it. And it can get a little spicy. The slower you go, the spicier it is. Last one on each side. You're almost there. Hug the knees in towards the body. We'll drop the feet back down, hip distance apart. Cross the right ankle behind the left knee. Right knee traces towards the back of the room. Just a gentle rock side to side here. And come into a half happy baby. You can bring that right knee towards the body, grabbing on to the back of the leg or the shin, or maybe the outside of the foot, or bringing your two peace fingers, the index and middle finger, wrapping around that big toe. Right foot flat as if it's walking on the ceiling. Right knee draws down. Let that left knee kind of flop open, still keeping the contact with the foot. Just for a little counterbalance here. You can rock side to side if you'd like. Left knee draws back through center. Release the grip on the right side, dropping the right foot down. Opposite side, left ankle behind the right knee. Left knee towards the back of the room, opening up this figure four shape. Little rock side to side. Half happy baby on the left side, grabbing on wherever you can, bringing that left foot towards the sky, right knee flops open. Little rock here if you'd like, drawing that left knee down towards the earth. Right knee draws back through center, release the grip on the left side. Take a stretch here, reaching legs out long, reaching through the soles of the feet or through the toes, arms up overhead, reaching through the fingertips, big stretch. And take any movement that feels good here before you settle into your receiving posture for the meditation. If you'd like to be in Shavasana, knees bent or legs long. Maybe you want to take that butterfly shape with the legs, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees to the side with support or without. Find what feels nourishing here for you. As you settle into your restful posture, take a cleansing breath through the nose. Exhale, release. Again, cleansing breath through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And let the breath just settle in the body. Let it flow however it is naturally flowing. Come back to that intention that you set one last time. Begin to let go of anything that did or didn't happen as expected today. Just inviting your practice to be exactly what you needed in this moment. Notice the support beneath you. What is holding you in space right now? The points of contact with the back of the head or the shoulders, the hip. However you're positioned here, just notice those points of contact, finding support, anchoring into this present moment. Notice the temperature of the air in the room, how it feels on your skin. The textures of your clothing or the mat. Make any adjustments you need to find a little more ease, a little more comfort. Notice if there's anywhere within the body that you're still holding tension, any tightened muscles. Notice the jaw, shoulders. See if you can let all of the tiny muscles in the face relax and soften. Notice the rise and fall of the chest and belly with each breath. The expansion on the inhale, the release on the exhale. Begin to notice any subtle sensations in the body, anywhere that's calling to you that needs a little nourishment, a little healing. Maybe you're still holding on to worry somewhere in the body. Just take note without judgment. Come into the heart space. And maybe you focus on the breath or you focus on the movement of the chest. See if you can envision a warm sensation here. This healing energy gathers in the heart space. Each breath, that light, that healing energy, the warmth, nourishment it provides begins to move beyond the heart space, begins to fill the space around the heart, the chest, the lungs, to the edges of the rib cage, into the belly, the hips, into the shoulder blades, to the collarbone, to the neck, the head, and expanding through the arms and legs, the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet, the fingertips and the toes. Moving into those spaces that we're needing healing energy. And if you'd like to place the hand on these parts of the body, focusing the energy, feel free to do so. Envisioning that healing vibration from the heart center moving through the arms into the hands, bringing comfort and balance, maybe ease into the spaces that feel tight, anxious. Begin to deepen the breath. Place the palms on the earth, releasing any excess energy, grounding. A final moment to let go of anything you wish to release. Making gentle movements and slowly finding your way to a seated position as we close our practice today. Taking a moment with the hands near the heart space in some way, either in prayer pose or just putting the hands over the heart space, one on top of the other is okay too. Taking a moment of gratitude for finding time this week to come into your practice in any way, whether it's coming to the mat or bringing a sense of mindfulness to your practice outside of the space, your day-to-day life. That's the yoga. Taking a moment to pause, to ground, to breathe, to connect with the inner landscape of your world. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice of mindful movement, releasing anxiety and finding presence here in our practice. May you walk in loving kindness. May you share your unique gifts. May you remember your true essence is love. Thank you. Thank you.